Welcome back inside the coach's room. I'm Petey, and today we're going to take a closer look at one of the young defensemen of the Chicago Blackhawks. It's not Sam Renzel. It's not Artem Levshinov. It's not even Alex Vlasic. It's Wyatt Kaiser, the 23-year-old Michigan native, played his college hockey in Duluth. He's a guy that plays both sides of the puck. He's a 200-foot responsible defensive player that moves incredibly well on his feet. But it's the little details that make him so good. Like we do here on Inside the Coach's Room, we break down video. So let's go to the video and see what makes Wyatt Kaiser the player that he is. And it starts with his ability to move the puck and how good of a puck mover he is. He leads the Blackhawks in successful D-zone passes coming out of the defensive zone. It's because of plays like this. You can see as he's coming up the ice and he's got the Montreal forechecker on him, well, he doesn't just throw the puck away. Young players want to throw the puck away. He doesn't just throw the puck away and throw it off the wall. He keeps the puck. He makes a great play and he delivers it up the middle because of his vision and his ability to move the puck. You're going to see it here off of the faceoff. He knows where he wants to go and he doesn't make the mistake that young players make. Right now on a defensive zone faceoff win, you're thinking this is going to be a rim or he's going to go to the player along the wall, but he sees using his vision that player is covered and there's a forechecker getting on him. So he makes a riskier play, but he's patient. He looks up ice and he's able to deliver the puck up the middle of the ice, and Chicago's out of the zone. These quick breakout passes are really effective by Kaiser. Another thing he does well is he goes back to get this puck. He puts his body into Cooley, and that allows him to keep the defender between the puck and himself. So he gets the puck, and he just makes a nice, easy play under pressure to his partner. But again, it's these quick, little, easy, smart, safe plays that allow the Chicago Blackhawks to get out of the zone quickly. He's also not afraid to take a hit to make a play. Here, again, he checks his shoulder, looks to the middle of the ice, and now he knows where the play is. The play's to the middle of the ice. This is where the play is open. He can make the safe play off the glass and out and avoid this pressure that's coming from the Montreal Canadiens, but he stays, he takes the hit, and he's able to deliver the puck and get out of the zone with possession for the Chicago Blackhawks. Another thing he does extremely well is make stretch passes. That's passes from the defensive zone all the way into the neutral zone. He leads the Blackhawks in stretch passes. And you can see their forwards fly the zone off of the faceoff. He rounds the net, makes a good play, looks, gets it through the sticks of the defender, and he's able to deliver this puck all the way up the ice, and Chicago now has possession in the offensive zone. You can see this too. He uses his vision extremely well, checks his shoulder. He knows what it looks like up ice, so when he turns, he's able to make a play all the way up the ice, and again, Chicago is able to make an attempt off of the rush. Again, it's about his vision. He looks, he knows the players are flying their zone, so when he rounds the puck, he's able to deliver the puck all the way up the ice, and Chicago is able to get a chance again off of the rush. Again, we talk about his vision. He checks his shoulder, he looks both ways, he uses his feet, controls the puck, makes a really good heads-up play all the way up the ice, allowing Chicago to get up the ice and into the offensive zone. Now, offensively, he's not Sam Renzel. He's not going to be the driver of offense for the Chicago Blackhawks defense. I think you can look at Artem Levshinov. He's going to be one of those guys that provides more offense during his career than a player like Wyatt Kaiser, but there are some things he does well in the offensive zone, and one of them is uses his feet. So when he gets stuck along the wall, and one of the things you want to look at for young defensemen especially is they can get trapped in this little box on the ice and create turnovers in that area of the ice. You want to get yourself out of that corner, especially when you have forecheckers are available to pressure you. So watch Kaiser uses his feet quickly, eludes pressure, and he pulls everybody to him so he's able to get it to his partner. And his partner's able to get this puck onto the net. And it's because he can move his feet so well. And you can see him here again against Utah. Look how quickly he gets to the middle of the ice, gets a better shooting angle, gets to the front of the net, changes the angle, and gets a shot off on net. It's about his feet moving quickly. And again, you can see it here, how quickly he moves his feet to get a better shooting angle and deliver the puck to the net. But this time it's not just about shooting. His moving his feet so quickly off of the wall, now they put pressure on him, but that opens up his partner. So he's exceptional at walking the line and using his footwork to get the puck into a safer area. And that also allows him to keep the puck in the offensive zone. And you talk about his ability to pinch. Pinching means coming in off the blue line and keeping the puck in the offensive zone. Well, he skates so well that he's able to close this gap on the opponent, stay on top of the opponent, and keep the puck in the offensive zone. You're going to see it over and over again, how he trusts himself to get all the way up here, almost to the top of the circles in the offensive zone, because he can use his stick and his body and keep pucks into the offensive zone for the Chicago Blackhawks. And that helped him keep a tight gap in the neutral zone as well. You see how tight he is to the Boston offensive player. He's able to create a turnover. And again, Chicago has possession going back the other way. And he's a really strong defender. We talked about his footwork and his ability to skate. That's part of it, but he also has a really good stick. So when you see him in a defensive zone, he anticipates. He knows where both players are. He's had vision here, but he's on Peterka for the Utah Mammoth, and he's able to get a stick in the lane, create a turnover, and get the puck going back the other way. Again, we talk about his ability to close plays down. He's not the biggest guy on the ice. He's not going to push somebody into the third row, but he's able to close off the Vancouver player, and he's able to pinch him and stop him. He just needs to get a stop here, allow his teammate to pick up the puck, and now Chicago has full possession off of a defensive zone play. And his ability to use his feet to get quickly on those players, separate the player from the puck, get the puck, and get the puck moving back the other way. Same here. He's got good footwork, but it's a great stick. He uses a stick to break this play up from the Utah Mammoth and get the puck moving back the other way. Full possession for the Chicago Blackhawks, all because of his quick footwork and his ability to use a stick. And those same skills come through as he's defending the rush as well. You see as Florida's coming up the zone, we talk about how tight that Wyatt Kaiser is. He's almost to the top of the circle, but his ability to turn and skate with the Florida Panther player and use his stick to help deflect that play through the neutral zone breaks up the rush play. Again, his speed, he's able to get his feet moving, close off the angle, use his stick, and he has full possession of the puck. And again, it's not about putting his opponent through into section J. It's about separating him from the puck and getting full possession and using his footwork and his speed. But it's his stick. Look how good his stick is, separates the player. His eye is on the chest of the opponent coming in, and he puts Tanev down at the blue line again, eliminating another rush chance. Here you see his footwork again, where he uses his feet, turns, but he stops. He's able to stop with the player's momentum, doesn't carry him past. He stops with the player again, so he's able to stay with him, get a stick on puck, and break up another rush chance by the opponent. And look more at his stick work. Again, he turns, stays with him with his footwork, but he stops. He puts on the brakes, he doesn't go by, and it keeps his stick to the inside, which helps break up this play and not allow the Anaheim Ducks to get a scoring chance opportunity. And again, a stick at the blue line off of a rush play, end of the period against Anaheim, stands up, holds up, good stick, and the play is stopped at the blue line. This is an overtime. They trust him on overtime. He's tight up in the zone, almost to the dot, but he backs up, moves his feet extremely well, gets a stick in, and he breaks up this play, and they're going back the other way in overtime. He's also a really strong penalty killer. You look at him getting in shooting lanes. Here he is down low in the shooting lane. Here he is down low, makes a stab at the puck, but he gets quickly back in the shooting lane, blocks another shot. His stick, talk about 5-on-5, his stick is strong on the penalty kill, not allowing Boston to gain the zone on the penalty. Even when Anaheim has the chance to go to the seam play, he gets a stick in the lane, breaks this play up, and is able to send this puck down 200 feet and continue their penalty kill. And he's got really good anticipation. Again, he's not going to be the offensive player that Rinzel and Levshunov are going to be, but he does have good anticipation. He knows where the player is. He also knows where the passing seams are. So when this play changes possession, he uses his anticipation. He's able to get up the ice. We talk about his footwork and his speed. He's able to beat everybody up the ice and get a great scoring opportunity. And here he is. I want you to see this coming off the bench. Right now, the first play he makes is to the inside. He wants to defend first in case Anaheim gets this puck. He can come back and defend. But once he sees the change of possession, his feet get moving. He's back in the offensive side of the play. Now his stick is ready. He's ready to receive this puck. And he puts it by Dostal, and he gets a goal for the Chicago Blackhawks. Well, that's a closer look at Wyatt Kaiser. He does a lot of things well, and most of it because of how well he moves his feet and how well he skates and his really good stick. He's a defenseman that can play in all three zones, and he's going to be a key to the Chicago Blackhawk back end as this team continues to get through their rebuild. Thanks for joining me Inside the Coach's Room. Make sure you subscribe to Inside the Coach's Room YouTube page because there's a lot more video breakdowns coming. As always, I'm Petey, and we'll see you at the rink.